There's a new Esplanade, you guys, and I'm so excited to show it to you today, right here in the sister community of my hometown of Parrish, Florida, right here in Palmetto, Florida. And boy, is this one going to be a doozy. It's brand new. I can't wait to show it to you. Stay tuned. So there are so many of you that love the Esplanade communities that are built by Taylor Morrison, and now we have a new one to introduce to you. So if you've watched this channel before, you've seen me do several of the other Esplanade communities. The one that is closest to Parrish, of course, is in Palmetto at Artisan Lakes. And if you want to watch any of those videos, make sure to check out these here. However, that community is closed out now. So they've opened up a brand new section not very far from there, also in Palmetto, which is right on the border of Parrish, my hometown. And I'm telling you what, guys, this is going to be a beautifully scaled out community. It has wonderful landscaping. I can't wait to show it to you. And if you get in early right now, the prices, of course, are amazing because they want to sell some houses. So for any of you that love the Esplanade concept, where you get all of the great amenities, and it is not age restricted, but I would say most of the people in here are going to be 55 and over. Again, not age restricted, but the amenities are going to be great. And this one is going to have what Artisan Lakes doesn't have, and that is its own eatery, bar. Oh, it's going to be great. Let's get in there and check it out. So before we jump into all the great details and prices and floor plans, and of course videos and pictures of the community, I wanted to show you the overall site map. And if you look at the top, you're going to notice they offer 3 lot sizes. A 45 wide lot, which is going to accommodate 2 of their floor plans, a 52 foot wide lot, which will accommodate 4 of their floor plans, and a 62-foot lot that will accommodate the additional 4. So there's a total of 10 floor plans and 3 separate lot sizes, which will accommodate certain floor plans. So each lot size has a coordinating color, which tells you which floor plan you can build on which home site. And if you are looking for a water view from your back lanai, well, this community, look at this map. It's definitely offering you some water views. If you don't care about that, they're going to have some other options as well, but you will pay a little more for the waterfront views. That's what people mostly like. And look at this huge 60-acre water feature, this big pond they're going to offer here. I think that's going to be beautiful. And then this section here that's in the off-white, these are all just future lots. They haven't opened these lots yet. We're going to get into what the current lot premium price range is. And then over here on the right, you're going to see all of this section. Sorry, I had to swallow. All of this section where the amenities for Coasterra are going to be located at the very front of the community, which I love because everything else is behind it. And we're going to show that up front here a little closer. So here's a quick overview of what the amenity center, how many acres it encompasses. This is going to look amazing. If you see over here on the left, you're going to have the venue. That's the huge clubhouse. And it is going to be surrounded by flex lawn, event lawn, where they have, people come in and perform music and they do special events. You're going to, of course, have that resort style pool. You are going to have a hot tub. You're going to overlook, and all of this is on this side, is going to overlook that amazing, I guess you call it a lake. It is a huge retention pond, but they like to call it a lake. And then you're going to have that Bahama bar. And I tell you, that is going to be a game changer. So you could go there during the day and hang out if you're at the pool, or maybe you come home from work one evening, you just want to go quickly to the bar and catch a happy hour and a quick bite or something like that. That's going to be amazing. Then you've got bocce courts. You're going to have a nature space over here and a play place. And then over here, you're going to see this huge parking lot for the amenity center. And then over on the right, you're going to have the pickleball. Some are covered as well. And of course, tennis, event lawns.
a place for you to play games and that sort of thing. So let's go into this a little more in depth so you'll know what these things are going to look like once they're completed. So here's a rendering of the clubhouse that they're going to build. None of the amenities are in yet, so keep that in mind. But their clubhouse is called the Venue. And you know, if you've been in any Azario, Lakewood Ranch, Esplanade, or just the Esplanade in Lakewood Ranch or Artisan Lakes in Palmetto, you know how beautiful these clubhouses are. Here's a picture of another clubhouse that's built over at Esplanade Golf and Country Club in Lakewood Ranch. So this is not Azario, but the first one really in Lakewood Ranch. Look how massive this is. I think the one in Coasterra might not be quite as on steroids as this one. Of course, this is a golfing community, but isn't that beautiful? And of course, they are going to have resort style pools. That's kind of their thing, resort style living, as you see here in their other communities. This is Azario, Lakewood Ranch, and of course, Lakewood Ranch Golf Community. And of course, this is also Artisan Lake. So yes, there's going to be wonderful pool areas in this community. But this is one of the most exciting aspects of Coasterra Esplanade because they didn't have one of these over at Artisan Lakes. And I can tell you, I had a lot of buyers that really, man, were on the fence about buying an Artisan Lakes because they liked the idea of having a Bahama bar. But yes, at Coasterra, you're getting a Bahama bar. It's beautiful. This is just the other one that they have at Azario, just to give you an idea of what it's going to look like. You have indoor seating, outdoor seating. It's great. People are going to meet there to watch games. They're going to, sit by the pool. Every time I go and show houses in these communities and we walk through the amenity center and they see this Bahama bar, we always go over and get a little bite to eat and something to drink because it is such a great aspect. And that is something you're going to love about Coasterra as well. There will also be great cabana areas. If you have delicate skin and you don't want to get a sunburn, great areas in the shade where you can enjoy the pool. But wait, there's more. There's going to be tennis courts, pickleball. Some of the pickleball will actually be covered so you don't have to get burned by the sun. There's also going to be bocce ball if that's something that you're interested in playing. I've never played. There's also going to be a community garden if you want to grow some herbs or some flowers or something. There's going to be a butterfly garden, and that's kind of interesting. That helps pollinate things. And of course, a state-of-the-art fitness center, going to have techno gym equipment. This is really high-tech stuff for the gym. There's also going to be fitness rooms where they have aerobics and spin classes and that sort of thing. And then if you see here, there's going to be a spa. I know, right? And this spa is going to have massage rooms. And yes, of course, you're going to have to pay extra for massages, but hey, who doesn't want a massage? That's wonderful. They're going to have meditation areas where you can just get some peace and quiet. They're also going to have a salon where you can get your nails done and your hair done, not just for women either. They're going to have game rooms for pool. If you want to play cards, if you want to meet your buddies or anybody, the gals up to play some poker. They're also going to have a little eatery where you can get drinks and coffees and that sort of thing. And of course, a dog park. They're calling a bark park. They're also going to have a fire pit area for you can enjoy when it's a little chillier here. Of course, an event lawn where you can play games. They bring in bands. Here's an event lawn here. They string up lights usually and have all kinds of different activities. There's going to be a nature play area where you can just reflect and watch nature. And of course, this is inside a clubhouse where you have gathering spaces and they have lots of events and that sort of thing. And of course, much, much more.
So here's some more important details about what you can expect at Esplanade Coasterra. I'm just going to read off their little cheat sheet here. This is going to be a 397-acre gated, yes, it's gated. And in a few minutes, we're going to drive through. I took some video and I'll show you what's already there. There's not much there yet. There's some houses. All of the models are open. And of course, the beautiful entryway that Esplanade is very well known for which Esplanade is very well known. That's the proper grammar. Sorry about that. But it's going to be a tranquil setting It is regionally inspired architecture in a Florida-esque, gorgeous landscaping, which is true. Walking trails. There's that 60-acre lake that I showed you on the map earlier. And of course, resort-style amenities. It's going to make you feel like you're on vacation. We just talked about that. You really don't even have to leave the community for the most part. And again, I think it's interesting to note that in the actual gated community of Coasterra, there are no townhomes, there are no villas, and there are no condos. It's all single family. There's also going to be, like the other Esplanades, a lifestyle manager who is on staff to, of course, arrange things, organize events, and that sort of thing. It says that you can elevate your living experience with wine tastings, culinary experiences, exotic excursions. I don't know what exotic means, but whatever. Live concerts, spa, wellness events. There's also going to be something called the Exchange. And the Exchange is another area besides the Bahama Bar that is going to have cocktails, and they're going to have light bites. If you just want to hang out near the tennis and the pickleball courts, but you're hungry, or you just won and you're going to buy everybody a round of drinks, well, that's also going to be here at Coasterra. Again, another great perk of a Taylor Morrison community is it's only one builder. It's just Taylor Morrison. So I think that that's really nice in Coasterra. It's true over in Artisan Lakes too. It's just Taylor Morrison. What's nice about that is you know that the same quality is going into each home. So you're not in a neighborhood where you have a little bit of a higher end builder with a lower end builder. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but it does change your house value. So that's something to keep in mind. The other thing is this is a gas community. We're finally getting a lot of gas communities now. Most of them that are coming in are gas communities, which is really nice because for so long, everything was electric. We didn't have any gas. So when you guys call me and you're like, we really want a gas community, well, I've got it for you in several communities, but it's definitely going to be here in Coasterra. And remember, Coasterra feels like 55 plus, but it is not age restricted. So anybody can buy in Coasterra. Now, they are going to offer, as usual, like they did in all of their Esplanade communities, some what they call move-in ready homes where they pick out the design. They curated all of the interior. They've picked out any structural changes. They're called quick move-ins. Some of them are actually ready, and then a lot of them are a few months out. But you have that option if you need something sooner and you're okay with what they picked out. And what's interesting is when we go and look at these properties, they're usually able to pull up, hey, this is the color of the cabinets. This is the type of floor that's going in. This is the paint color. This is the type of quartz that's going on the countertop. So we would know those things if you decided that you wanted a quicker move-in home. Now, if you want to pick out one of the floor plans, and we're going to go over those as well, and you want to pick out your own lot because you want a water view, or maybe you don't, maybe you want a corner lot, or whatever it is that you like, you want a preserve view, whatever it is, you're still able to start from scratch, from dirt. And then, yes, you get to go to the design center and personalize it. And of course, you know, depends on how much money you want to put to customize your home. But I can tell you, in all of the other Esplanade communities, you do have a range, and you will have people that put a lot of customization. They're going to put a lot of moolah in there, which is really nice if they're in the position to be able to do so. And you're going to have people that actually take one of the quicker move-ins. I will say that Taylor Morrison is good about trying to put really nice, so if they've curated what's going inside, they're already going to have some really nice upgrades, and they're already going to have, you know, colors that people like and trends that people like that are common in this area and that sort of thing. So you don't have to be worried about being the biggest fish in the pond, so to speak. There's going to be all price ranges in here, and we're going to look at that in a second. I know I've given you a lot of information overload, but I don't know about you, but when I am thinking about moving to another state, it's a big decision. And if you're looking at communities, you want all the information you can get. So that's why I want to make sure that we're going over everything that I know so far, because this is such a new community. Things will probably change as it's being built out. But for now, it's a great time to get in. Prices are going to be better, of course, at the beginning of a community than they are in the middle or the end. So take a little breather. We are going to get to the nitty gritty of what the floor plans are, what they have to offer for lots, what the premiums are, and of course, the fees. We're going to get into that as well. But before we get there, I want you to know that I have a really great relocation guide for Parrish, Florida. Again, I know this is Palmetto, but it's pretty much Parrish. So if you want to know more about this area, I do encourage you to see that link below and go ahead and get your own relocation guide for Parrish. Great information about shopping and schools and distance to the beaches and what you can expect to find in Parrish. I think that's all very valuable information to help you make an informed decision. So don't forget to go to that link and get your free relocation guide for Parrish, Florida, because it's great information. So while I'm at it, it's probably a really good idea for you to also subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can learn more about every area and the lifestyles that we enjoy here close to the Gulf Coast of Florida. So let's go over and check out the prices of the homes, what the floor plans are going to be. And of course, I know you've really been asking the whole time you've been watching this video, what are the fees? I know there's fees. Yes, there are fees. And this is a maintenance-free community, so they're going to do your lawn and that sort of thing. So let's go over there and check it out.
So here we are driving into the Grand Esplanade entrance. And it's a little bumpy right here, so hopefully you won't get motion sickness. I get you some Dramamine. But it's so beautiful. And of course, this is all very new foliage. They put a lot of effort into their entrances. If you've seen the other Esplanade communities, they really go all out in providing beautiful foliage that in 20 years is still so amazing. And there's the little guardhouse, the gated area that you come in. Now, typically, they do not provide a guard at these guardhouses. That is something that the HOA members, once the community is finished, and it goes over to the homeowners. The homeowners can decide, hey, do we want to up our fees a little bit and hire someone to man that gate? So they always put that sort of building there just in case. Now, of course, at the Country Club Esplanade in Lakewood Ranch, where the golf community is, they already have someone that mans that gate, because that's kind of the Lakewood Ranch kind of thing. That's their vibe over there. But it is an option here. But yes, you'll see how beautiful the walking paths are. All of this foliage is going to grow up. The trees are going to be beautiful. And you will be able to see everything that they've laid out, all of the crosswalks, the beautiful water features I was telling you about that you saw in that map earlier. Over on the left here, you can see the kiosk for the mail, and it is covered. So that's kind of nice so your mail won't get wet. And of course, over on the left will also be the huge amenity center that you saw on the amenity center map that I put in here. So again, there's not much here to show. They're just in the very early stages of it. That's the parking lot for the model homes. These are some lots over here on the left that they're going to build. And of course, you've got all of the model homes here that you can go and check out. Now, I am going to make a video of each individual model home. So again, make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you can see each model home, see which one might fit your needs, if any of them strike your fancy. But make sure you subscribe so you know when they're coming out. Again, these are some of the lots across from the models that will be available. And then, of course, another street in this community where they've already started building some houses. These are what they call their quick move-ins. They probably have, I don't know, another month and a half to go, maybe a little bit longer. But if you wanted to get something by the end of the year, it might be possible on the ones that are already available. You see this one is still not even at drywall stage. I was going to say this one right here actually showed last week. It's gorgeous. It's all ready to roll. Beautiful interior. And this is a corner lot. And of course, these houses on this street have a wonderful view of the water behind. So Esplanade Coasterra is going to offer 10 single-family, single-level floor plans. 3 of these floor plans will have a 3-car garage and 7 of these floor plans will have a 2-car garage. So the base prices for these homes will start at $385,000 and go up to $549,000. And remember, you have to add the lot premium, and they are anywhere from as low as $9,000 up to $200,000. If you are starting from scratch, it's a 7 to 10 month build. And if you are finding an inventory home, it is 30 to 60 days. And just to give you an example of some of the what they call quick move-in homes they have available right now, we're at the last day, Halloween day of 2025. You can see the price ranges here. And remember, when they're a quick move-in, they are anywhere from 30 to 60 days out, maybe a little bit longer. You don't get to pick anything out. Everything's already done in the house. They've already picked out all the colors and the tile and the cabinets and the floors. Everything's done for you, but you can see that these prices right here, they already include any premium that was on the lot. So these are all in prices. And here we see some of the larger homes that get a little more pricey. And this is the all-in price. So they've already picked out everything and already have the lot premiums on this price. And of course, the HOA fees and the CDD fees, each lot size, 45 foot, 52 foot wide, and a 62 foot wide, that each have their own HOA due according to the lot size that they have, and they all have their own CDD fee for each size lot, as you see here.
So here's another really great perk available in all of the Esplanade communities, and that is access to your own concierge. Well, how cool is that? Absolutely, it's interesting. Well, I mean, if you were staying at a real resort, an actual resort, you would have concierge. So that's why they have one, because they're known for being a resort style living community. So it totally makes sense. And according to my buyers that live in Esplanade communities around these areas, these concierges can help provide local information. They can schedule pet services for you. They're going to help you know what's nearby, maybe cultural events, arts, entertainment, restaurants, what concerts are in town. They can also help you set up home services. Maybe you need HVAC or plumbing or someone to put a screen up or take care of something in your home. Cleaning services, who wouldn't want that? Anything you need for your home. I'd want a chef, that's what I'd want. And also help you with maybe local travel excursions. If you want to go hiking or biking or go to beaches, educational opportunities, I don't know what that means. And of course, there's much, much more according to my buyers. And how cool is this? They also offer a luxury travel program for outings. They put together travel itineraries. And of course, they're all curated around the themes of the Esplanade lifestyle of wellness and culinary, adventure, and of course, culture. Woo-hoo, so fancy, ooh la la. So if you're into worldwide or maybe just domestic travel, or you want to be, who doesn't want to be? I love traveling. There's going to be opportunities to access these member services and all of that they have to offer just because you live in an Esplanade community. So Coasterra is also going to offer that. So I've talked to a lot of my buyers that live in these Esplanade communities. These people are always busy socializing. They go to concerts together. They plan certain types of group trips. They go on learning adventures together. I don't know what a learning adventure is, but hey, that's what I've heard. They also do plan these travel excursions where they go to Europe. I've known people that went to Ireland and people that went to the Amalfi Coast in Italy. I mean, I'm right. That sounds really fun. So there's so much to offer, I think, at these Esplanade communities because you can do as much as you want. Or if you're not much into people, you like to be alone and that sort of thing, well, you have that option as well. These communities really are geared towards offering a full resort type of experience. Again, it really is like living vacation time all the time. We call it staycation here. And if Parrish is on your radar or maybe one of the other areas and you're looking for an agent that can help guide you through the process, I sure would love to chat with you. Again, don't forget to pick up that guide below. You can set up a Zoom call with me. We can get on the phone face to face and just kind of chat about what you're thinking. I would love to help you see if this is an area that fits your lifestyle and your budget. I'm Kathryn Newman. Thanks so much for joining in. I'll see you on the next video.